Chris. Check it out, yo. Feel the rhythm of the bass line, man. I feel the rhythm of the bass line.
Welcome back to Rush Hour with Chris and Bev, where we do go forward on fourth down, and we do convert, and we do pick up another Kansas City first down. And guess what? We are this close to the season starting, and for Chiefs Kingdom, we're back. And guess what? Look, this is the summer finale for Rush Hour with Chris and Bev. So, and before you know it, the season is coming up. It's like right around the corner. So, preseason games are done, Beverly. Preseason games are done.
Yeah. Now it's some real stuff. Oh.
Real stuff. And cut down day is our cut down day was, I believe, Friday. So the rosters are in. So 53-man rosters are going to be in. You'll get to know who's in, who's out for your team, and know who's going to be the starters. And we all know we're all ready for the season to start, and that's September 5th. And we know from there is Thursday Night Football, but then it continues to Saturday and Sunday. So it's going to be a weekend.
Yes.
Starting it off right with a weekend full of football. So I know all you football fans that have been waiting since March and April, like me and Beverly, for football to be back. But now it is officially back.
Yes.
But before we actually continue, me and Beverly want you to like and subscribe to the channel. Hit that little bell icon. That way you get notified whenever a new episode drops, because trust me, now that we're into the summer finale, there's going to be brand new stuff coming. You might see you're going to definitely see the Kentucky Spirited Chef coming back. I hope and everyone enjoyed that episode, loved it. And we're going to have plenty of brand new guests coming on, so you don't want to miss anything. So like and subscribe.
And my husband's going to be coming on for the Bengals games.
Yes. Thank you. So Sean will definitely be back for the Bengals game. So and the Chiefs play the Bengals right after the Ravens game. So exactly. Good timing for him to come back. Hey, so and if you want to be a guest on the show, hey, feel free to follow me and Beverly on Instagrams. Our Instagram links are actually going to be down below, and just DM us on Instagram, and we'll see if we can set something up for you so that way you can actually be on the show. We welcome all fans of all teams.
Exactly.
We're going to get into the first part of our show. That is our fan questions. We like to make sure we communicate to everybody that is watching the show, and we have plenty of fan questions, and some that are returners, some that are new, and we got new ones. So this comes from @Tyka_Edwards on Instagram. I know Tyka. We graduated from the same college. And she's from Miami. So you can imagine she's a huge Dolphins fan.
Yep.
So she said, new fan of the show. Love the hilarious emojis. My question is, have either of you been to Miami, and would you ever come to a Dolphins game? So what do you think, Beverly? Miami? That's Florida? That's warm. Yeah.
Well, first, we're really happy to hear from new fans. We love all of our fans. We want to hear questions from everyone. Especially love that we're getting new fans, people asking questions. Keep the questions coming. Even the comments. Even if you don't even have a question, you just want to say something. But I haven't been to Miami. I've been Orlando's probably the farthest I've been to Florida. I would go to Miami. I mean, I've not been there. I would definitely go to a Dolphins game. A game I would love to see in Arrowhead would be the Dolphins Chiefs. I mean, Tyreek coming back home, because even though he's talked a little smack, everybody still loves him.
Always.
Love Tyreek. I mean, they got a great team. They got a lot of great players. So yeah, I mean, I would even watch them close to home. Tennessee. I'm in Kentucky, so they played Tennessee.
Okay.
The Bengals. There's a lot of different places. I could watch them. But yeah, I mean, if I were going to be going down there, I'd love to see the Dolphin Stadium. Big Dan Marino fan. So yeah.
Well, I was just gonna say the same thing. If I'm going to a Miami Dolphins game, that's one of my first priorities. I gotta meet Dan Marino.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta meet the guy that did the fake spike in the playoff game, because that shook America when he did that. So I have to meet the guy that did it, and number two, because Miami, it's Florida. It's a warm place, so I might want the chance to meet Tua.
Yes, awesome. He's awesome. I would. I definitely would.
And just to see, like, how accurate he really is, throwing the ball down the field. I might go out for a pass from Tua. Who knows?
Oh yeah. I would like to tell him to protect himself, number one. And I watched him at Alabama. He was really great. So I'd love to go down there, but we'll see. We'll see if we ever make it down there.
Yeah, it's Florida. Like, hey, if I do go down there, you can't get me away from the beach once I'm down there.
Yeah.
So,
I love the beach. We'll see if it loves me or not.
But plus Miami nightlife is different. So if I'm going to a game, I'm gonna have to go probably down to the city just to walk around. But other than that, I'd love to go to a Dolphins game. But I guarantee it's not as loud as it's gonna be. Just as loud over there. So each time that Tyreek pulls in, just runs it in for a touchdown, it's they're just gonna explode. Well, and now they have Odell.
Oh yeah. But I definitely watched Danny White play at Dallas. That was my first beginnings of football. But I cut my teeth in love for the game with Joe Montana and Dan Marino. It was first Dan Marino. He is the one who made me love football. So I would love to meet him. Definitely.
And for those that are on ESPN and First Take, Danilowski, how dare you of your quarterback list not include Dan Marino in there?
Yeah.
How do you not include Dan Marino in that list?
In my opinion, I don't like the Steelers. I've never been a Steelers fan, but Terry Bradshaw was a great quarterback. So I think
very good.
But he should be as well.
Yeah, he didn't make his list, but we all know Dan Marino's in that list. So our next question, Beverly, comes from at Rocky Shea, who's actually the second guest of when you were the first, she was the second guest on my show. So at Rocky Shea from Instagram and Facebook, she is a Niners fan, and she says, Beverly is absolutely hilarious. You and her just keep it 100% real on the show. I'm so excited for the season to start. Even if both of you are Chiefs fans, are you excited about the first Monday Night Football game that the 49ers have against the Jets? Absolutely. Because I know when they have their NFC Championship banner drop, I know that is going to turn it up even more. But I think Brock Purdy is going to play lights out that night.
I do too. Yep.
Because I'm sure he might not have Brandon Ayuk, but let's not forget about all those other weapons that the Niners have. Yep. So Christian McCaffrey is still there. George Kittle is still there. Debo is still there. Yep. So I think they just got a break. Juszczyk is still there. Yep. And that defense, they had just got a new weapon. They got Leonard Floyd now. So that makes things a little bit even more beefed up for Nick Bosa and Fred Warner and Greenlaw. This is going to be like a prime time game where you need popcorn for this game. You need a snack for this game.
I wanted to say thank you so much. First off, I appreciate it very much. And we try not to be harsh toward any team, any fans, because we love all fans, of the game, because we're all just fans of the game. But I think it's to quote Groucho Marx, we calls it "What we sees it." So we just call it how we see it. Yeah, that's just what it is. And so we're really excited for this game. If you've not watched the podcast before,
go back and watch these episodes.
I'll reiterate, this game is going to be great because honestly, I am not an Aaron Rodgers fan. I'm not being ever in the history of football an Aaron Rodgers fan.
I used to be when he was in Green Bay, but now it's not worth it anymore.
Never for me. He's not a bad man. I'm sorry, Stephen A. But
yeah, he's not a bad man no more.
So the way I see it is, I still believe in my heart of hearts that Goodell is done with him, because why else would you make him play the player that hurt you, knocked you out of the season, first 4 snaps of the year, playing him the first game this year, the team that he just went on. So it just seems a little odd to me.
It's set up.
It feels like a setup. It really does. But anyway, I don't hope he gets hurt. I hope he doesn't get injured. If he doesn't, I still don't see him winning that game at all. And I really do like the 49ers. I mean, as long as they're not playing the Chiefs, I really like the 49ers.
Yeah.
But I also think that the Lions probably going to own the NFC this year. So it's going to be close. I think that's going to be close. Packers, maybe a close third. But that's kind of the rankings that I see.
And the person doing Monday, the opening for Monday Night Football, they have Samuel Jackson opening it for Monday Night Football. So he's not going to mess around. Oh my goodness,
love him. Yes, awesome. No.
So I can't wait to hear like the first few lines of the music. You hear the music. We're back in Monday Night Football.
Cold chills again. I'm excited.
Yep, it's going to be good.
Comments and questions.
But yeah, we appreciate your comments, and like Beverly said, like, hey, even if you don't have a question, if you wanted to just leave a comment, hey, we appreciate everything that everybody is saying, and we definitely love our fans, and that's how we continue to give you all these great episodes, because we love everybody that leaves comments below. For the summer finale, we do have a special guest here on the show. So this is one of Beverly's friends. I believe he's an actor. So would you put a producer in there, I guess? So
he was also a former college football player for college offensive lineman.
College football. Mm-hmm. Okay, former college offensive lineman and Indianapolis Colts fan. Diehard Indianapolis Colts fan. So please welcome to the show, Matt Palmer. Matt Palmer, welcome to the show, man.
Pleasure having me.
Oh, no problem, man. Hey, we're right there at the beginning of this. Me and Beverly were just talking. The season is right around the corner, and we're less than 12 days away from NFL season kicking off, and football has officially returned. So how you feel as a Colts fan, but also as an NFL fan, knowing that football is coming back finally?
I just love all football. I love high school, college, football, pro, doesn't matter. I just love to watch it. I love the game. I think it's the ultimate team sport. I think it's about everybody knowing their position and doing their job to create a greater goal and a greater accomplishment than themselves or an individual. So it's just and to be a part of a championship team is just something special and something you never forget.
Yeah, and you know that better than we do. Being involved in that, you know exactly how that camaraderie feels.
I was fortunate to be a part of the Campbellsville Tigers. We were the Mid-South Conference champions back in '92, and I've lettered in. I was mostly special teams. The guy in front of me, we called him Tree. His name escapes me off the top of my head, but the guy was 9 and 350. I mean, and he about broke my neck every day. And so when they weren't using him, they throw me in to give him a rest or what have you. And I also ran a 4.9 40, so they had me as a pulling guard. So that was interesting. Wow. Well, so, from, special teams and filling in here and there, I got my letter my freshman year, and I was fortunate to be a part of the Tigers Mid-South Conference Championship. And I still wear my ring to this day because it's just something that reminds me.
Wear it proud, man.
Yeah, you deserve that. You worked hard, got it. I'd wear it too, honestly.
And it still fits. That's the great thing about it. It still fits. So,
There you go.
But so this is one of the since this is the summer finale of Rush Hour Chris and Bevan, and glad we have Matt on the show. And normally it's just me and Beverly doing this next segment of the show called Game Day Picks, but I'm glad we got Matt here and that we could close the show out with and just go out with a bang, because look, we're gonna do. And everyone that knows has watched the show before, this is our game. This is the Game Day Picks, where we do select, give our score predictions of who we think is going to win those games. So, but now we have our guest on, we got Matt on, so we're gonna get to our Game Day Picks. So, what would you say? We start right here with some Game Day Picks. Okay, so we're going to start with Sunday Night Football, and that is the Rams and the Lions. So that's when Matt Stafford once again goes back home to Detroit. Why does the NFL keep doing this? Why does Roger Goodell have a thing for sending Matt Stafford back home? So, but regardless of how this looks, the Lions are legit now. The Lions are a legit team. They were this close to the NFC Championship. They were this close to the Super Bowl. So, give me the Lions to win this one. Give me the Lions to win this one, and I have it at a very close score. Lions win 27-24. So, Beverly, what do you think?
Well, I think this will probably Matt Stafford's final hurrah. I think this is probably going to be his final year. So this will be his goodbye tour going back home. He's got Cooper Kupp. He's got Leonard Floyd, like you said. He's got pretty good players. But honestly, had it not been for a really bad call by the coach of the Lions, they would have been in the Super Bowl instead of the 49ers, in my opinion. So definitely, I think it's going to be the Lions are going to win. They've got a lot of good players. They've got Goff. They've got Aiden Hutchinson. They've got Amon-Ra St. Brown. They've got Sam Laporta. I think he gets slept on a little bit. And then Peoples-Jones as well. So I'm calling it 31-24. I think Matt's got a lot of magic in him, but I do believe that it will be the Lions over the Rams.
I can't argue with that. I think 28-21.
All right, Matt.
Oh.
I think 28-21 Lions. I think this might be the Lions are my favorite dark horse team. I'm hoping that the Lions. I hope sometime before I leave this earth that I get to see the Lions in a Super Bowl. That would be. I know that my days are ending when the Lions make a Super Bowl, and I hope I'm wrong. I got to see the White Sox, the World Series, and the Cubs, and all these teams that were never supposed to make it to the promised land. But I'm hoping that this year the Lions will at least make it to the Super Bowl. They're my favorite dark horse team. I'm rooting for them, and I really hope they do well.
Yeah, Chris knows that my two dark horse teams are, as you said, the Lions. I've always cheered for the Lions. And I actually cheer for the Cleveland Browns. They're my second. And it's all for the fans, really. For the fans of the Lions, for the fans of Cleveland. I couldn't have cheered probably louder than the Cleveland fans when LeBron won the championship and brought it home to Cleveland. So, yeah, I agree with you. I'd love to see it happen.
So we have our score prediction. So I say the score is going to be Lions win 27-24. Beverly, you said the Lions win
31-24.
And Matt, your score prediction, sir?
28-21 Lions.
Gotcha. All right. And next we got the Monday Night Football throwdown, and that is between the New York Jets and the San Francisco 49ers, with the Niners hosting the Jets. So with this, I see the defense is back. Brock Purdy is gonna be lights out for this game because, hey, I know he didn't win the Super Bowl, but he went toe to toe with Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
So, and he held his own for a little bit. So give me the 49ers to win this, and I see a lot of touchdowns coming from Christian McCaffrey. So give me the 49ers to win 31-20.
Okay. Well, we're kind of along the same lines. I don't believe that Aaron will get injured this year. I don't believe it's going to happen. If it does, that will be it. But I think he'll make it through this game. I don't think they're going to have as much chemistry first beginning of the year, especially. So I honestly think it's going to be the 49ers 28-21. I gave them more points than I thought I would, but I think I'm going to stay with 28-21.
Okay. So, Matt?
I think the Jets better bring police because there's going to be a beating. I think the Niners are going to just beat them to the beat the death out of them. I think it's going to be like 34-7. I think
I love it.
I hope you are right because I'm not an Aaron Rodgers fan at all.
I'm writing that one down. 34-7.
I did too. Yep.
That is
that's it. I hope that's exactly what it is. You know what? I will watch every second of that game if I get to see that beat down.
And Matt, if it ends up being that score, sir, you are coming back on this show. So, yeah.
We'd like to have you back anyway, but you have to.
Yeah.
You got to come back and take your accolades.
Yep. And lastly, we got the Thursday night football game with the Bills and the Dolphins. So, and if anyone who's been watching, the Bills cleaned house.
Yeah.
They have cleaned house with their defense, and not to mention their defensive player Matt Milano will not be playing in that game.
Oh.
So Matt Milano has been ruled out for that game. So, and with their only wide receiver being Keon Coleman and their only tight end being Dalton Kincaid.
Wow.
So, and I think that the Dolphins are gonna play. They usually play well. Tua is 18-3 at home.
Yeah.
So give me the Dolphins to win this one, 34-21.
Wow. That's hilarious because I have them at 34-20. I actually had them at 34-24, and I thought, you know what? It's not going to happen. I just don't see it. Josh Allen's a great quarterback. He really is, but I don't know. They lost Stephon Diggs because there was obviously, chemistry problems. He was not happy there. So with them losing everybody pretty much, like you said, I said 34-20. Yeah, I definitely see the Dolphins doing very well and probably owning that division. Definitely.
So what do you think, Matt?
I think it's going to be competitive. I think this probably, of all the games we've said so far, it's probably one of the most competitive games just because of the history of the two teams and the players involved. If I was going to pick a score on it, I'd probably go, I think it's going to be a last-second field goal. I think that it could go either way, but I'm going to go with Miami, and I'll go by 3, so I'll say 21-24.
Woo!
Yep.
Close game, sir.
That would be a great game to watch. Definitely.
Great game, and it's Thursday night football. Bills going to visit the Dolphins at Hard Rock Stadium. So, and Tua, like I said, 18-3 at home. So I'm Chris Brisbane Jr. That is my co-host Beverly McCarty, and this is Matt Palmer. Thank you for being on the show, sir. Hey, everybody, you don't want to miss another episode. So, hey, stay tuned. The season is back. Football is back. It feels good to football, y'all. Have a great weekend, everybody. Have a great week, and we will see y'all after the first game of the season. Peace out.
Stress.